I wanted to understand about direct and indirect tax, and that's quite interesting the way you put it out. So obviously, direct tax is the income corporate paid by individuals and companies pay to the central government, and the indirect tax is the GST custom that is collected.
Should be
centrally.
scrapped immediately.
Scrapped. Why?
What do you mean by why all this paperwork for nothing?
Right.
I'm saying only one thing, that if somebody goes to a shop and he gets a price in which he introduces the tax part also, the sales tax, right? Sales tax. That's well written. The government gets its revenue. Why do you want to do anything else? I'm saying that income tax should be wiped out. There should be no income tax in India whatsoever. Somebody says, I've earned so much, how much income tax do I pay? Nothing. Why can't you say that?
How will the government earn revenue?
This is one of the things I hear. What percentage of government expenditure is due to income tax? Tell me. Go and check. On the contrary, you abolish income tax and tell people, don't hide your money. Go freely without fear. But of course, you need leaders like me, I'm sorry to say, who people will believe. So tell people, I'm not putting any income tax. You, whatever money you get, you spend freely. Because that is demand. And the other side is supplying. So in the demand-supply thing, the country, people get employment, they get this, they got that, the guy improves his shop, all that will take place.
So just for my better understanding, for example, say if a person X is earning, say, 30,000 a month.
Yes.
And that person,
no tax.
There's no tax. So for now, say that he's paying, say, 3,000 or 10% on his salary to the government as his income tax. Now, what you're saying is that the sales tax can be active. And if I say buy a water bottle or something,
then
I am paying some amount.
Yes.
But do you think that with all the expenses I will make, would that match the 3,000 value which I was initially paying the government as the income tax?
Why should you pay them? It doesn't matter if you don't match.
But how would the government balance then?
Print it. Print notes. Yeah. Government has power to print notes. Print them and hand them over. And the people will go and buy it. That's a demand. That means the demand will go, the supply will improve.
But in the era of digitalization, do you think the printing back of notes would come back?
I don't know what these people did. I'm only saying that when it comes to printing, you print liberally. Why are you hesitating on it? You say that, first of all, I'm telling you, no income tax. Sales tax, flat one rate. Not graded. And see how the country prospers. Zoom like that. But then the bureaucrats will not have any power. Politicians will not have any power. That's the reason why all these things are. These are all British who thought of how to squeeze the Indians in their neck.
So you're saying the sales tax will eventually get the government revenue and ultimately they'll be able to do whatever they are trying to do now.
Yeah.
And because eventually if the entire country is growing, so when the revenue grows, so automatically there's less of poverty and eventually it helps the business as well.
Absolutely.
Right.
That's the way to do it.
Right. You've been talking about states as well, that currently the money goes to whatever the tax is being collected by all the states. So after GST, it is going directly to Delhi, and after that, it's being allocated. So I want to understand that Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Gujarat together generate 50% of India's GDP. Now, if they start controlling, what happens to, say, states like Bihar, Jharkhand, and Odisha? If the states
if they can't match Tamil Nadu, then it's not the fault of Tamil Nadu.
But as a country, won't you also consider
But
Odisha?
tell the Biharis that, produce more, and we'll have more taxes for you. You see, these are all roundabout things. The Tamilians have worked hard, but they didn't have the power of the government. The UP walas and the Biharis, they were lording it over all this time. Okay. But they are not being able to match money-wise. So the companies are going out to other parts of the country.
But what will happen to the people in the poorer states?
Which poorer states?
Say Odisha or any state.
What is there? Why is it poor? What is it? Why is it poor?
Less of industries, less of investments,
how did that happen? The British were there in Tamil Nadu and the British were there in Orissa. Why is Orissa behind? It was historically one of the most prosperous parts of India. The Raja who was ruling in those days, it was a great place. So why did this all come? Because all bad policies. So I get around it. You are now, we are not going to get anywhere if we become microscopic about these things. You have a general rule. No income tax. See how much people start buying. Start buying. You give them in writing that the government of India will not charge any income tax for the next 20 years.
Right. You are also against the cess fund?
Huh?
You're also against the cess funds?
Any fund which the government is going to acquire. If the government wants money, let them print some notes and hand it out. This is called revolution.
That Dr. Swamy can bring.
Immediately. I did. In those, when Chandrasekhar was there, then we were collapsed. And Chandrasekhar, being from the rural area, was an idiot. He fell for it.
He thought that you'll betray him.
He thought Rajiv Gandhi was promoting me. So get rid of Rajiv Gandhi. And he collapsed in the end.
Why were the people with whom you have spent so many years not able to trust you as an individual?
In India, that is the problem everywhere. There is no how much you spend. They fear that you'll overtake. Even in a family, people are afraid of somebody overtaking.
You said that cutting the interest rates and bringing it down.
Bring it down. 2%.
2%,
full
right?
stop.
Right. But the problem comes with the non-performing assets. I know you quote me 2018 and the current state. But currently as well, India still has 4.31 lakh crores of NP as well, which is the unpaid loans by the people.
Why?
The why is no way answered. But what to do
I
now?
can answer that.
Please.
Because then they will negotiate with the politician and write it off. Please go and read the records.
Okay.
Every one of those things which they don't pay, the politician and the industrialists enter into agreement and they will pay a minuscule amount.
So you mean to say that the number is only on paper, but in reality, it's not even near about that?
That's right.
So why is this being shown or why is this being displayed out in public?
What is it being displayed, Badri? That so-and-so is not paid income tax? No, there's nothing of that kind.
Right. Even if what happens to India's inflation and banking stability if the rates are aggressively cut with food inflation above 4%?
Why? What, say that again?
What happens to India's inflation and banking stability if rates are aggressive? So as you're saying that we can aggressively cut the rates. So with the food inflation above 4%, do you think it's manageable for a country like India?
Food inflation means in terms of the inflation that takes place by buying food?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Why is it not? Why don't you have more production? What's stopping you?
Already farmers are dying.
Farmers are not dying. You are killing them, that's all. They are not. You tell the farmers, go and put the price that we will charge you for your rice will be after you have sold it. Till that time we won't take anything from you. And you say, but we need some money. So it's okay, we'll print it and give it to you. Right?
Right. Do you think the middle class,
middle class is stupid.
Why?
Because they don't do any serious work. What do? They get their money and then they go and see cinema. That's about all.
What should they do?
What should they do? Well, they should make more money.
How can they make more money?
Well, certainly they should